He's been a staple of the series, the 2 games we've seen of it. But will he be first picked by Tempest here? Is his priority really worth putting him up that high when he's a hero that's still being figured out in this region? It's been used in EU and NA before, similar situations, way before. This is like Korea starting to kind of get the rhythm of this main tank Zul.
I mean, you think about the portal hooks; those have also been super effective in other regions, and they're starting to kind of make their way over to HGC Korea. But I really actually love Cho'Gall ban, because if there's one team that would pull it out in crazy situations, it would be Miracle, and they do go for the Man or Gal ban or Cho ban. No, it's Gal. I can never remember. They look so similar.
I think Cho is the one on the left, and I think Gal is on the right.
Right, I agree.
No, actually, I think I had it backwards.
Okay, no, this is not the key point of today's broadcast.
No.
Although, to be fair, Garrosh does look a lot like them as well, so maybe we're just banning out only work. Aw.
All right,
never
is it
mind.
Zul time?
Is it though? I think so. I mean, to be fair, if you have to bait your opponent into first picking it, this is about as juicy as that bait could possibly be. But now Miracle get a chance to go for it. Whoa! Mephisto, that good.
So, when you have this weird Cho'Gall, sort of coming through like this, it makes it so that the ban phase is like it was when we had 2 bans instead of 3, and it does lead to some high-tier picks coming in through on both sides, and that's where the Mephisto comes through here. Mephisto is also very powerful on this map because his Lightning Nova can soak up those last hits very easily on the defenders. And Mephisto is very good at zone control as a mage. When you fight over one area like that, he's very powerful in that regard as well. So I guess that's why they decided to match the Gall bans. You can have Maiev, but we're going to get Mephisto and Diablo. 2 very good picks for the map. Tyrande comes through here now with Muradin. Not the most common pairing of tank, but Stormbolt plus the Lunar Flare, and of course the Tether plus Lunar Flare can be a very powerful combo.
Yeah, and a great way to reach the back line as well if you can combo any of that CC there. So a great way to prevent that crowd control from being neutralized, taking Medivh off the field. And of course, certainly something that you can pair with Mephisto to give him just like the craziest mobility you've ever seen.
Yeah, because if you portal, you can. Everyone knows this, right? But just to put it into the heads of those who had never thought of it, if you shade portal, you will then return to your shade location. So it's, I mean, insane distance you can travel, which is like shouldn't even be possible.
I feel like we're just still exploring the possibilities of what is possible with Mephisto. Obviously, a little bit new to competitive professional play, but it's been out for a little bit. But still, there has to be something that's just the most broken thing you've ever heard of.
Yeah.
Maybe it's that, but of course, a lot of other possibilities.
I mean, when you have Deckard and Medivh and Mephisto and Diablo, like it gets ridiculous. So I think it was a really reasonable ban.
They're going for the lore team. They were for a while, and then that sneaky Overwatch hero snuck in there.
Well, now with the Phoenix Sonya, Tempest has answering heroes to the Skeletal Defenders. They can fight a strong fight there. They have strong pushing power with the with the Sonya. And Blaze is going to be a nice counter to how Tempest wants to engage. Some extra survivability for Frankel. I actually like both of these drafts quite a lot. I kind of want to lean towards the Mephisto draft, though. Frankel's always been a very good mage player, and as we saw earlier with SC, put in the right hands, Mephisto is so difficult to kill. He has extra survivability from both Deckard, who can sleep his opponents or try to kill him, and also Blaze, who can bunker. So, I mean, bunker gives you extra opportunities. You can shade and then get into the bunker, turn to your shade location, throw people off like that. It's very powerful, that duo.
Man, Tempest fans going crazy today.
Tempest is by far the most popular team in Korea, just to put that out there for you guys.
Are they more or less popular than SDE as a person?
I actually don't know.
It's close. It's close. He's just that popular. But yeah, certainly lots of fans from across the world coming here to watch the last week of HGC Korea. It feels a little bit sad that things are coming to an end. But of course, it just gets right back up there in the excitement level as BlizzCon is just around the corner. Of course, playoffs before that. So let's go ahead and get into it. Game at number 3, Tempest poised to take a clean sweep here against a team that has taken out basically all of their competition.
Yeah. You know, the early game here, if you look at these 2 drafts, it's very threatening for Miracle, actually, despite the fact that Tyrande is on Tempest's side. You know, I think that you have to consider the damage output of someone like Frankel here, plus Diablo. It's terrifying to be on the receiving end of that amount of damage. And if you engage poorly at level 1, you know, look at this, it's actually a really cool way to check vision. If you engage poorly at level 1, suddenly Mephisto...
Oh my god, look at that chain CC. Disgusting! Nacho Jin! Oh, fan of knives to secure the kill, and Hyde lives! There is no justice in the world.
The vault to dodge the cannon shot, but to go back to the original point, the amount of damage Mephisto could do in the early game means that wells can be forced. Like, you could force 5 people to well if the fight goes poorly for the defending side, if the Lightning Nova is good enough. You know, as we saw there, had the fight gone a little bit longer, that would have happened, probably. So very scary indeed, but what's even scarier is when, yeah, your Blaze overextends and does get taken out.
That chain CC was just unfair. Very difficult. He's having a bad day today. But yeah, very well coordinated. Tempest do convert on that, already. And lockdown going again. Vault to dodge.
Ooh, perfect flare.
His way. And yeah, exactly. Look at the follow-up as well. Tempest kind of punishing Mephisto, 1 step out of position.
Good, just going to regen the shields. Super easy peasy. Has that globe to get the rest of his health. The little chip damage that was there. Phoenix so powerful at trading shields for big picks like this. Now
power of Protoss, am I right?
Yeah, Protoss over P, OP man, over P.
Oh, in fact, yes, quite over P.
Quite over P.
I hate it when the heroes are too strong. Much better than being under P'd, that's for sure.
Yeah. Just too O-powered, man. Well.
That just tickled me, man. Oh, you're funny today, Wolf. The games are helping you out there too. It's
yeah,
like
we've had some unique ones today.
For sure.
So, when you look at where we stand in this game now after these 2 picks for Tempest, it's kind of a worrying sign for Miracle's early game because they've been shoved back and they've lost 2 members in a comp that I personally feel is stronger for the early game in terms of pick potential. That means that Tempest kind of knows how to play around this Mephisto already. This is where it's going to get hard, though, right? This Mephisto's built mostly for this fight.
Oh my god, lockdown, just grabbing everybody, reaching out and touching somebody, but look at that Mephisto damage, it's so crazy, until he dies. And so that means no more Mephisto damage, but I think it might have just been done. I mean, Tempest, very, very low health, and Miracle are not afraid to still go in and take the Shrine.
Yep, but remember, Tyrande's auto attacks, whether it's on Judy or on those minions in the mid lane, that's where Hyde's been putting a lot of that off. Can be giving everyone healed up really quick. They all had healing wells available as well, so they come right back in here, maintain that advantage.
Yeah, they're still going in for the contest, but once again, Lockdown living up to his name. Keeping Sniper and Blue Beetle completely in check, and now even with Frankel coming back, will they be able to save the Shrine in time? No, is the answer. And so now there's Punisher coming out along with Tempest, push down that bottom lane.
Yep. Notice the positioning there, coming out from Tempest inside the Lightning Nova. Oh, this could be a freeze here. It is. Judy's in trouble.
He's in trouble. Oh, the flare follow-up, so beautifully chained together. They might not stop there. No, Frankel gets Stormbolt and taken out again.
Lightning Nova is totally worthless when you're being dove upon like that. As you can see, the damage is all around the heroes that are inside of it.
There's like, wonder if there's like one little safe space that we could all be together.
It's like the eye of the storm, you know, in the center there.
The eye of the Tempest, as it were.
Yes. Well, wrong side, but yeah.
Well, that was a little bit anticlimactic. The Punisher. Oh, wait, I disappeared.
Well, this is kind of a scenario where Tempest is up 5 kills to 0. They have free reign over the map. And I talked about how, look, again, going to have to pour it out of that one and get some information here. I talked about how Tarandi could be strong in the early game, but Diablo usually ends up controlling that. But he hasn't been able to get that many souls, and I could not tell you a sniper is over here. He does have his jump over the wall, so that was a very scary moment.
Yeah, natural agility.
Yes, natural agility, not the cyber agility.
No, of course, clearly a different spell. That's like the natural agility that has like the nose and mustache and glasses on. It's like totally different.
Yeah.
I grew up in Southern California. I'm allowed to say that.
It's like Daisy and Peach in the new Smash Bros. Like totally different. Not the same at all.
It's an echo skill, Wolf.
It's an echo skill. It's an echo trait.
That's what we're calling it.
That's what we're calling it.
He's like, it's like one of them's the evil version that has the mustache but looks the same.
There's gotta be more in the game. Well, I'll have to think of some.
We'll come up with a few. It's like, what is it? The Inquisition and
Disintegration?
Disintegration, yeah.
Okay. Alright, Good is actually stunned here. He has his warp though into the root, but there's no follow-up damage. He got the salvo off. Sniper very low!
Whoa!
Hide! Oh, he missed
on the jump, the natural agility again. Oh, but Sign's jumping in for the follow-up, and the heal's coming in through.
Tommy's in there though, look at him!
You're the ground pound. This is so hyped to watch. Tempest, the re-engage over and over again. Whether it's Dami or Sign, they're all getting in there, but Franco might find some low health bars. Can he finish it off?
Sign does get killed there at the end by the fort. Lockdown's just trying to buy some time here. Does find himself away safely.
And no level 10s, so there's no opportunity for Franco to really just hit that magic R button.
Yeah, not yet. So that would have been amazing with all those low health bars to consume the souls.
He's just trying to farm for 10 instantly, hoping that somebody still has a low health bar so they can get the level in time.
Yeah. I know that Artosis was very adamant that Tracer was an echo fighter of Tychus.
Tychus? Oh.
But that rumor has since been dispelled. Dustin Browder said they were very unique. No. She's, you know, she's the cavalry, okay? Very different than very evil Tychus. Bad guy.
Evil Tychus. Okay, well, here goes Franco coming in once again. The lightning breath to kind of keep them at bay. Lots of damage to be done. And here finally is the level 10. But nice vault to dodge it for lockdown.
But Dami, yeah, he's down.
And that's the second one is they lose 2 and Tempest take one bad fight, which is going to cascade into them probably, well, maybe not losing this shrine outright, but if they don't want to, you know, at least poke at it, this will be a freebie for Miracle.
Yeah, I mean, Miracle's got a path back into this game now because they have control of the shrine. They have all lanes controlled. They're getting extra soak. In fact, Lockdown's going to be careful. He does Hearth immediately. He goes out very far. The bot lane is going to be easily farmed. If anyone wants to take it, but actually just going to stick around here in the bush. I mean, they don't have like a, you know, global hero per se, but that lane's always going to be pushed for better soak for them to help catch up. Not that this Immortal is not going to leave them any distance. Like, they're going to hit 13 from this for sure.
Yeah, nice hiding backwards. Sign now coming around from the side. Franco once again, Shade is backwards, and so he goes in. Lots of damage to be put down. Of course, no R button for a very long time, so he's not going to have that way to finish it off. It's just barely! The Avatar of Life, keeping him in there. Found to keep him regenerated, and somehow Tempest stay alive through it all.
So they stay alive. Oh, looks like Mr. Punisher a little bit confused there. But, you know, look at the bot lane. It's actually kind of some free soak Miracle can grab. Owl here to get vision of the camp take here, so they know that Miracle's on this right now. But it's really nice for Miracle that they can get that soak here. And Tempest, they had that trade up in heroics, you could say, and they have even talent tier. This is going to be, I think, a fight that Miracle does not want to risk at the moment for this, yeah.
I mean, they were just really thankful to get 13, right? Even up the level discrepancy and pushing forward. But I think Tempest still recognize that they have a great opportunity here. Now, obviously, don't really want to engage on the Judy, but can they find anything else? A little bit of a
disc here, so that means that Judy is way out of the fight. Look at this blow up here.
Oh yeah, there it is, taking Hanzo out. Can Franco find any opportunity to get in? It looks like no. The answer doesn't want to risk it. Judy getting taken out in this position meant that it was just kind of a freebie for Tempest to get the pick off onto Hanzo.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Miracle should have ever considered that to be a fight to take. I mean, we talked about how the wave was pushed in bot and how that could have meant soak, but it also meant that Tempest had vision advantages. They had potions there for the chase already set up. You know, like, I like what Miracle was trying to do with that, like, and what they thought they could do with it, but I think in reality, there's just too many little things that Tempest had advantageous for them. Okay, Dami gets out of here just fine.
Yeah, jet propulsion, not quite reaching the entire way. Tempest don't get punished for maintaining their siege, which is code word for overextending with style.
Yeah. If you look at the map, you can see that Tempest has an overwhelming vision advantage, and that has kind of maintained through the mid-game here their ability to spot Miracle's rotations, know where everyone's going to be at any given point in time. Fisto's got good wave clear, but he just never really wants to be doing it solo. It takes a decent amount of time for him to do that. Like, he doesn't want to be doing it himself, but he can finish off a lot of targets. He can grab those last hits on the defenders, for example, but you know when Frankel is rotating around, clearing waves, like, Tempest has control of the map. And this is going to be a top Punisher.
A little bit out of the way here. A pick maybe from Judy, but can't catch lockdown. The scroll's a little too slow to grab him. Dragon Zero still up if they want to re-engage here.
Yep, Dami is looking for maybe a flank in. Lockdown, just gonna Q reset here, dismount so they can get the faster run up to that top shrine. The top push of that Shaman camp gives Tempest an advantageous position to get to this shrine first.
All part of the plan. Nice setup. Works out in their favor, and they're gonna start it off.
Ooh, it's an Arcane Punisher too, so this could be really good for Tempest. I mean, we're 13 minutes into the game now. This could be a keep, you know, if they can really push hard with this. Miracle needs to be careful about losing a fight and losing this Arcane Punisher. In fact, they're going to try to soak 16 before they even go in. I actually think they might fully give it just because if they do not, like...
If they don't and they lose the fight, then it's not game over, but it's really close.
And there's also this buffer on this fort, so it's not like this goes directly to the keep. I mean, Tempest realizes, oh, they're giving it up, let's take out this fort, but there is this slight buffer here. They have 16 now. It's going to be very difficult with this comp to take a fight while the Punisher is pushing. They take this bot camp and prep the wave, but they need to get back home like ASAPly. Everyone, I hope they are hearthing on the minimap. They in fact are.
Are they? Yeah, okay. So finally everybody makes it back just in time to defend this keep, but I mean the Punisher's not even here yet.
Yeah, I mean, they once the Punisher gets here, it's going to be stunning in the fight. It's going to be dropping down these spinny fireball circles.
Junie frontlining just to tank up that Punisher immediately. Sign getting in, getting pushed back. Frankel trying to go in there, but he really just only hits that Skull Missile. Not a whole lot of follow-up there. The Arcane Punisher just going to town.
Okay, Judy doing a decent amount of damage with this Lightning Breath, and the Punisher is being focused. The keep will go down no matter what, but Frankel, hard engage here, plus the arrow.
That's the damage he's looking for. Now, where's the souls coming through? And no kills off of it, but still very low health bar. Frankel's going in again, backlines it, but decides it's not his time, and he will get taken out salvo to finish him off.
Frankel, his movement was so predictable. They tracked him and came in there for the punish. Judy doing what he can to try to peel. The Punisher will go down. Everyone's low health here, but there's just no way to stop this. I mean, Judy's going to do his best, but everyone's just rotating around correctly. Dami needs to get away from that.
I mean, yeah, we. Oh,
You know, I mean, this is a little bit risky. There's the disc.
Oh, Lornado coming out. I mean, we talked about it being a keep, and it absolutely could be the core. Tempest risking it for, I guess, the biscuit, but the core as well, and they will be able to just barely take it out. Take a 3-0 against a team that Gen G and Ballistics